Hey guys, and welcome back to Ask for Music and Tutorials. So like every other producer, I get beat blocks and I feel like my production's stagnating every now and then. So the best way to break out of that is to push your creativity to its limit and see what you come up with. So there's a thing I do on this channel where I find a free instrumental plugin and I try to make either a lo-fi or ambient beat using only sounds from that particular plugin. So I was feeling that stagnation and beat block this week and I came across this lo-fi instrumental plugin, so I thought, why not? This could be a good way to get back on track. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video and see what we can cook up. This is the plugin that I was talking about, Loquest by Audiolatry. Now, this is a pretty standard lo-fi instrumental plugin. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything. I went through the sounds. The sounds are pretty average considering the fact that I've gone through a lot of free plugins on this channel, having sounds that could rival a paid plugin. So compared to that, this is pretty average, but I'm grateful for every instrumental plugins that are available to the public for free. As you can see immediately, they give you a lot of knobs to help you shape your sound the way you want it, but forget about that. Let's go into the presets because that's what I do. There are quite a few keys if you notice, and warm piano is the closest to a piano sound that I could find. We need a higher attack. Yes. Next, I have this weird flute sound. What am I going to make with this? I'm just going to highlight some notes of that chord progression. Sorry, I had the space blender on for that sound. This is what it actually sounds like. I like the textures in that sound, and the space blender is a little too much of an overkill, but I still think we need a reverb. You know, I'm not trying to win the Grammys or anything making this song, but it still has to sound a little decent. What if I put a space blender on that? That is cool. I'll take the high notes. That sounds like a cool idea. Ooh. I'm just gonna end up destroying the sound. That is some spacey stuff. I just need one more lead and we can end this torture. Maybe increase the attack a little bit more. This might need some delay. Okay, one more pad and that's it. Just to follow this chord progression. I need like an evolving pad just like that. Ooh, that's it. Okay, I guess that's it. This felt so weird. So I'm just gonna do a bit of light mixing, and after all that, this is what it's gonna sound like. challenging myself like this really does push myself. I'm not always satisfied with the end result, but they usually turn out better than I expect them to. I guess this one's okay considering the sounds that I had and considering the fact that I was only using one plugin for everything. I made sure to not use any of my comfort sounds. I was also going away from my comfort plugins just a little bit, but I always feel like doing this always breaks me out of my beat blocks and I get inspired to make a lot more. So the link to the plugin will be in the description. Download it and check it out. Try to challenge yourself in the same way and let me know how it turns out. If you have anything to ask, please let me know in the comments and I would love to answer you. And like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next week.